It's WICR.
All right, we're back. So I've been meaning to ask LordFaded this for a while now, but I wanted to ask you guys too. How did you get your name?
That's interesting. Anybody want to start with that?
You can start, LordFaded.
I was reading Charlemagne the God's new book, Black Privilege, and he basically said how he got his name was, he used to deal drugs and like he didn't want to use Larry because that was his dad's name too. And so he just chose Charles. And then when he was in high school, he read about Charlemagne the Great in France. And then so he took the name, switched the letter around, and they changed it to the God. So I was like, I've always found it interesting how people, get their names. So I was just gonna ask you guys that too.
Well, mine is actually a very funny story. Like, it actually started out T-Faded. Like, back in high school, when I first started making, music with my boys, it was T-Faded. I couldn't really think about anything, I was like, all right, what's the name? It's like, let me just take the first letter of my name, and then, with something I do, I get faded. I chill, I relax. So I was like, T-Faded, that's pretty cool. But then after I graduated from high school, I was like, all right, this is kind of corny, T-Faded, T-Pain. Like, I was like, I'm really big into like Egyptian culture, and it's like, I wanted to get like the Eye of Horus tatted on me. So I was like, it'd be pretty cool is Faded Pharaoh. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, that's pretty cool. And I went with that for a while. But then probably about after college, like I guess like I just grew, mentally. But, I remember I was chilling with one of my friends, and, I just started making music. I played one of my songs to them. It was called Medusa. And one of my friends was like, oh, Faded Pharaoh, Faded this, and they were like, LordFaded. And I was like, oh, LordFaded, they got a little ring to it. And I was like, fall back, that's my name now. So, like, I kind of just like, it was somebody else's idea, but I kind of just, took the name from them and went with it. But that's the story how I got LordFaded. And I want to say it's a brand name now. Don't try to take that. It's copywritten, everything.
All right, now I know. Finally. What about you guys?
You want to go, Super?
Yeah, I go. Honestly, Superhose came from the song Superhose by Funk Dubious. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that group. But yeah, like I said earlier, I mentioned that earlier because I used to listen to a lot of old school. Like I was I didn't like
because of your parents or you just decided.
I just loved old school music. I loved Gangstar. I loved Wu-Tang. All of that. Yeah, like, and like I used to listen to that song a lot. But I was back in 8th grade. I would say about 4 years ago. And when I was in 8th grade, I remember I was thinking of an Instagram name because this is when Instagram first came out. So I was thinking of an Instagram name. And I was like, at the time, when I was in 8th, 9th, 10th grade, I was getting a lot of girls. So then I just ran with that. Instead of the super, I just put super.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And as far as me, how I got Super Saiyan, I originally started out as Kenny Hendrix, but then the whole Future Hendrix thing, started. So I had to, just you feel me, make myself
different.
Yeah, So I came up with the Super Saiyan.
Gotcha. That's cool. So you guys are independent right now so far. Would you ever join a label if somebody approached you and asked you to sign with them?
No.
Yeah, I don't think
so. Especially if they come into me to sign me, that means, I'm doing something good. You know what I'm saying? I should just keep pushing on what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm getting attention from labels, to sign me. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Is there any artists you would want to collab with though?
Oh, a lot of artists. Like the artists that we did the show with. I forgot some of their names, but what's his name? TL, what's his name?
Oh, JL the Zeitgeist.
JL the Zeitgeist.
Yeah,
he's a good artist. From Uptown too. So he's one of the local artists from our area too. You know what I'm saying? So who else?
There's another artist I do want to collaborate from there. His name was an artist named Leon.
Yes.
Like I think he probably had the best performance there. Like he honestly shut it down. I learned a couple things. Like he wasn't even rapping, he was singing, and he honestly killed it. Like,
Gotcha. And who do you guys think is the greatest rapper out right now? We talked about this last interview. There's Kendrick, there's J. Cole, there's Wale's, your Chance the Rappers, you got your Drake. Wale is amazing.
Yeah.
Rapper or artist?
Question.
We could do both. Rapper first.
Well, that's kind of difficult because it's like different genres of rap now. Like it's trap rap. It's like, you know what I'm saying. It's like,
well, when I see that's where I differentiate. Like Subo said, for rapper, I'm going for lyrical ability. For artist, I'm going for overall, song
How good the
creativity,
song
how you
is.
could produce a song, and stuff like that.
so as far as rapper, I would have to go with either J. Cole or Kendrick Lamar. You know, those are the two, that are really doing it.
Did you listen to his last album?
Who, Kendrick?
J. Cole.
J. Cole, yes.
Yeah. Did you like it?
For Your Eyes, yeah, I felt, like it, as an artist to dedicate, you know what I'm saying, yourself, like the way he did to telling that story, you know what I'm saying, to dedicate a whole album, you know what I'm saying, like that's a lot, like a lot of people don't realize, just one song is a lot, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of work, so you feel me, to do a whole album, on this one topic, and yeah, you know what I'm saying, it's real good, bro.
That's kind of like why I think that Drake is not in that conversation, because his album, what you call the playlist, is so sporadic. Like you have it, and Views to me, More Life was to me was kind of like Views, like but better, or like part 2, because you did have your One Dance, Controller, and here you had your Blem, Madiba Rhythm. So like he's trying too hard to expand himself, and he said that he would never make a full rap album, and to me that's kind of like, well, then you're not really a rapper. You're a good artist, but you're not really a rapper. What about you, Suppose? Are you any producers, or you could do that too, artists or producers?
The best producer out right now, I would say either Metro or Southside. Yeah, those are like two big inspirations of mine. Like,
yeah, Metro's definitely up there. Like whenever you hear like a song that's number 1, number 2, number 3, or something like that, and it's always or usually his name behind it, I'm just like, really, again?
But I feel like every couple years there's a producer like that. I'm waiting for a producer to actually stick around. Because remember, who was it before? It was DJ Mustard. Like before that, it was Mike Will. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I feel like either producers are oversaturating themselves or oversaturating the music market with their sound to the point where people get tired of it. Or, they can't expand on their sound or do anything new when people get tired of it. So I already know my boy Superhost got something new for the game.
Gotcha. What about rappers?
The best rap, well, I'm just going my favorite rapper. I'm gonna go with G Herbo.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I feel like
he definitely
he's lyrical, and like he makes good music while being lyrical, and I like that.
He definitely did his thing with Dave East on the XXL freshman list. And I think that it was interesting because I think they did that strategically. They put Dave East with G Herbo, and then they did Lil Yachty, Uzi Vert, and everybody else to the side because they knew their abilities. What were you gonna say?
I honestly feel like they should have put Denzel Curry with G Herbo.
Definitely.
That was it though.
What about artists? Because like we just said, like Drake, he's a good artist, but maybe not the best rapper in the game.
Yeah, you go first if you want.
Artist, I'm gonna go with Lil Uzi Vert because everything he comes out with, honestly, is good. Like the production from the lyric, like I know he's not lyrical, but like his music is very catchy, and it's just like it makes like me. I'm young, so like I'm always like energetic and hyper and stuff, and I just like that energy it brings.
Gotcha, I understand that. What about you?
I would say 6 Lack.
Okay, gotcha. For R&B.
Yeah, I mean, cause he's a little hip hop too, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would have to.
It's kind of like Bryson Tiller a little bit too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. To me, R&B's definitely been doing amazing lately.
Yeah,
with the latest releases and stuff. What about you, LordFaded?
For the best artist out right now?
Yeah.
Well, normally I would say Lil Uzi, but I'm not gonna say Lil Uzi right now. Take a half a second. Well, okay. For the best artist out right now, it is Lil Uzi. But I'm going to take a step back from that, and I'm going to say Migos. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I forgot.
I'm going to say
Migos. Forget the Migos.
Because honestly, and I'm going to say this. The Migos are very smart for this. They haven't done a song with Drake. Have you noticed that? Well, besides
Versace.
they didn't do Versace with Drake. That was a remix that he chose to do. Like, if Migos do a song with Drake at this point, they may become bigger than Drake. Like, I'm not gonna lie, because you know that Bad and Bougie, that White T-shirt, you know that those are the two biggest songs of the summer. Like, I don't know if Blem or whatever Drake is gonna put out is gonna top that, because those songs have been out since last summer, and they're still rocking.
You're still getting rotation.
Yeah, it's like, and we don't know what they got in store. You know what I'm saying? They put out that album. It could be a cut from, you know, a cut that didn't make the album that they just got waiting for summertime. But I'm saying if Migos makes the right play, they could shut down the summer. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like Migos and Lil Yachty, my boy.
Alright, so we were talking about record labels a little bit, but Lil Yachty is signed to Motown Records, which is normally known as like the R&B, like.
Well, technically he's signed to Quality Control.
To Quality.
Yeah. And then Quality Control is signed to other labels.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah.
And Uzi Vert is signed with DJ Drama, and he's been having couple issues with that about the release of his next project, Love Is Rage 2. What do you guys think of that? Do you think that DJ Drama is hurting him or helping him? Because I have a point to make after you guys.
I want to say that he needs to take the time and thank DJ Drama that all he has done for all that he has done, and he needs to just take a step back and just continue to follow whatever plan DJ Drama has in store for him. Because like if you look at the charts, Lil Uzi has the #1 song out right now, and that's what's the name of that song?
EXO Tour Life.
Yeah, EXO Tour Life. And it's like he made that on the Weeknd's tour, so it's like that's not even a song that he actually took the time to go into the studio and make. It's like he made this while he was on tour with somebody else. So
he was on tour with The Weeknd?
Yeah, he was on tour with The Weeknd when he made that.
That's
so
dope.
It's like, yeah, I would actually just, take the time and listen to what DJ Drama has to say and just follow the plan, because it's like a year and a half ago, nobody knew who Lil Uzi was. You know what I'm saying? And now look at him now. He's one of the top 5 artists out right now in terms of, buzz. I'm not saying he has top 5 music, but in terms of, buzz, he's top 5 right now.
Gotcha. What do you guys think?
I would say the buzz is not really because of DJ Drama though. You know what I'm saying? It was more so of the Young Thug promotion and everything. I feel like he should, like keep the respect level with DJ Drama. Everything, like, cause that's the guy. Who he signed to. You know what I'm saying? You don't never want to like mess up business. You know what I'm saying? Over emotions. You know what I'm saying? You never want to do that. And I just feel like. What's going on, man? Yeah, but somebody can answer because I just got distracted.
I feel like that's big. Like that situation right there is a big part of the reason why I would like to stay independent. And like, if I was to sign, I don't know. I think I would just probably come up with my own label one day, and kind of like what Rich the Kid is doing with his Rich Forever label. Like he kind of does whatever he wants to do. Yeah, it would have to be like that. Otherwise, like, cause like I want full control of my music. Like cause like if I'm planning on releasing it on a certain day, there's a reason towards every action that I make. So I just need to make my own decision.
Yeah, can I give you a quick other side of it real quick?
Yeah.
Like the way I honestly look at it, it's like somebody like DJ Drama, he's been in the game for so long. You know what I mean? He's worked with so many artists. He's obviously worked with artists who've done everything their own way. He's seen the ups and downs, you know what I mean? And then it's like he's seen artists do things the right way. So it's like he's taking the time and he's made the conclusion this is what works and this is what doesn't work. That doesn't mean that's gonna work every single time. That just means like he has an experience. Yeah, he has experience that he's going from. It's like I can just do whatever I want, but it's like that would just be me doing it for the first time. Like he's actually like followed this blueprint. He's went through these steps. He's tried. He's failed. He's succeeded. So it's like he has a better idea of what to do. So that's the reason why I kind of always, I would not necessarily always go with it. There's certain things that like if I really wanted to do something, like I would make sure it got done. But at the end of the day, I would make sure I got his input. And if he gave me a valid reason why I shouldn't, I would listen to that.
Gotcha. That was actually my boy Elijah who walked past here. He actually does music too. So
shout out to Elijah, man.
Let me see if I can get him in here.
Yeah, we definitely gotta link up.
Exactly.
Get on the track.
All right. So I was gonna make a point, but they can wait. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.